Our next story is about the Soap Lake Fire Department's recently acquired rig. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
The addition of a backup fire truck is symbolic of Soap Lake Fire Department's recent comeback. The fire department rose out of the ashes of the firing of its chief last summer, an interim chief that left for health reasons after 3 months, and a volunteer firefighter force that dwindled to 5. Negotiations between Soap Lake City Council and Grant County Fire District 7 commissioners to merge operations of the two departments recently fell through over the proposed contract. Today, 6 months after Mayor Raymond Gravel hired Fire Chief Brandon Hood, the department has nearly quadrupled the number of volunteers. Former Soap Lake volunteer firefighter Maynard Hagan recently donated plywood to finish the Soap Lake Fire Station's interior walls for insulation. Fire Chief Hood said the fire truck came for the price of driving it over the Cascade Mountains from the Hood Canal community of Shelton.
Did some networking with some guys from the west side. We'd actually talked to a few fire departments. I don't have that information right off the top of my head, but got in touch with Chief Mike Brown over at Mason County District 12, and initially they wanted $4,500 for it, and we discussed our budget and our limitations here at Soap Lake. They actually came out to see it for themselves, and after some talking, they agreed to just donate the engine to us.
That's right, the Soap Lake Fire Department secured a 1979 Western States Ford tanker truck for free. It is equipped for off-road work, an improvement over the department's existing tanker.
This one's a little more diverse than that one. It's geared real low, and it's got some knobbier tires on it, so you could actually get it into some wildland areas. It's actually got the booster line here you can see over my shoulder, and actually use it for some wildland firefighting.
Hood explained how he managed to recruit 14 volunteers.
Some people really just didn't like the direction that the fire department was heading in, and just didn't really have a lot of faith in prior leadership from conversations I've had with some of these guys. So when I got here, there were 4 or 5 volunteers, and I actually got into the packets of former volunteers and called them up and asked them why they left and what were the stipulations, and see if they could even come back to the city of Soap Lake and be a firefighter again.
After hearing the volunteers' concerns, Hood said they agreed to train 2 nights a week. Despite the recovery of volunteers, Hood says the department is still nowhere near what he wants it to be. Training is focused on fundamentals, according to Hood, who came to Soap Lake after 8 years as a volunteer firefighter in Tennessee.
Everybody here has got really limited experience, so we took it back to the basics and getting a good training foundation going, and we're going to excel from there. We actually have plans for next year, people actually going to the fire academy and getting certified.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back.